Welcome to this tips and tricks video where we'll be taking a look at Brigitte in Overwatch 2. Brigitte is a support hero that specializes in close combat and keeping her team alive. Let's get into her abilities and how to use them effectively. First up is her primary weapon, the rocket flail. This weapon has a long reach and can hit multiple enemies at once. It's great for breaking shields and dealing damage to grouped up enemies. However, it has a slower swing speed compared to other melee weapons, so make sure to aim carefully and time your swings properly. Next is her whipshot ability, which allows Brigitte to extend the reach of her rocket flail and deal damage at a distance. This ability has a shorter swing duration compared to her primary weapon, so make sure to use it as often as possible. It's also great for finishing off low health enemies who are trying to flee. Brigitte's passive ability, Inspire, is activated whenever she hits an enemy with her primary weapon or whipshot. It heals nearby allies over time, making it a great way to sustain your team during team fights. Make sure to stay close to your team and keep swinging your rocket flail to keep the healing going. Next up is her shield bash ability, which allows Brigitte to dash forward and stun an enemy. This ability can be used to interrupt enemy abilities, such as ultimates or healing abilities. It's also great for isolating an enemy and setting them up for a kill. However, be careful when using this ability as it leaves Brigitte vulnerable while this ability is on cooldown. Brigitte's ultimate ability, Rally, provides her team with a significant amount of armor, increases her movement speed, and makes her shield as big as Reinhardt's. This ability is great for initiating team fights or for pushing the payload. Make sure to use this ability when your team is grouped up and ready to push. Finally, Brigitte has her Repair Pack ability, which allows her to heal a single ally for a significant amount of health. This ability has a short cooldown and can be used to keep your tanks alive during team fights. Make sure to prioritize healing your team's main tanks as they are the ones who will be taking the most damage. Now that we've covered all of Brigitte's abilities, let's go over some tips and tricks for using her effectively. First, make sure to stay close to your team at all times. Brigitte's abilities are most effective when used in close proximity to your allies. Second, make sure to prioritize healing your team's main tanks. They are the ones who will be taking the most damage, and keeping them alive is key to winning team fights. Third, use Shield Bash to interrupt enemy abilities whenever possible. This can be a game changer in team fights and can prevent the enemy team from using their ultimates. Fourth, make sure to use Rally at the beginning of team fights or when pushing the payload. The increased movement speed can help your team push forward and take control of the objective. Finally, don't forget to use Whipshot to finish off low health enemies or to deal damage at a distance. This ability has a shorter swing cooldown compared to Brigitte's primary weapon, so make sure to use it as often as possible. Thank you so much for watching. If we missed something, you want us to cover anything in the next video, or you want to support the channel, leave a like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments.